Yep, I'm back again. I was never gone, so I'm not going to go into any reasons why. Hello again, everybody. It's me, Sammy here. I was on Skullgorn for back again for another video for the first time in a very long time. It's the new year. Well, I say it's the new year. It's 2017. So the last video I did was back during December. So of last year of 2016. So stuff has happened, so I'm not going to go into that because that's not what this video is about, and plus you don't really want to know anything about my personal life. That if anyone on this side of the camera, on the other side of the camera, knows me all that well, if you're watching this on YouTube, or well, of course you're watching this on YouTube, but on any Facebook group that you're probably watching this on, then you already know what's been going on. Yes, I am back for another video because I want to talk about something important that's going to be happening again, because if you can check your calendars, and depending on what year you're watching this, if you're watching this in the future, then you probably already guessed it. But yes, I'm doing as the title below pretty much says, or above. I keep forgetting how the YouTube title system format works. One minute the title's here, and then the next minute the title's there. It's there. I always have to keep checking every time. But anyway, yes. Back onto what this video is about. Yes, because I'm kind of rambling. So let's get on to the main meat of the video. So today, as the title pretty much says below, Talkin TFNation again, because it's that time of year again, or at least it will be that time of year again. We are now in June, although June is going to come to an end soon, and we will be in July, and then once that's out of the way, we will be doing, it'll be August, and then once that happens, it'll be TFNation time, so that's something to always look forward to, and so I figured I might as well get in front of the camera and give my 2 cents on what to look forward to and what to get and everything else. I've just finished watching a few videos. I finished watching what was it? Ian Pyatt's couple of videos that he was doing, because he had recently he had marathoned pretty much, or still marathon. I don't know if he's still doing it anymore. Ian Pyatt, Airlift 82. He's been marathoning Beast Wars. I've been marathoning Beast Wars, and just as preparation for that, and there's a reason for marathoning such a particular show at this time of the year, as well as I've been watching Nolsey's TFNation video and John Hughes's TFNation video, and so I thought I might as well just get in and get my name out there, just to really see if that has any input in some form or another. So regarding TFNation, I will try to not make this video a repetitive issue, because it seems that every time I try and do one of these, you see one of these convention videos come along, especially from someone who's been going for quite a long time, you almost usually end up hearing the same thing over and over again. So I'll try not to get into that, because I think we've kind of beaten that dead horse as much as we possibly could now at this point. Anyway, so yeah, talking TFNation. Hopes and fears. I have no fears, and I've got no particular hopes in regarding for where this convention is going to be going. I know that the people who are behind the whole convention going experience will do a great job with what they do anyway. They always do. I mean, they've never once let anybody down. Even the people who worked in auto assembly never let anybody down. And I've been going for quite a while now, and the hope that I can have is that every year it just gets better, and that's really the only thing I can say. Fears wise, I've got nothing fear related to say regarding TFNation this year, because it's going to be a fun convention. It always is a fun convention. The people behind these conventions always put a really good job into giving the fans who attend these things what they want. So my 2 cents on the whole issue, because I am somebody that really has been going on for quite a while, doesn't really have any hopes and fears. It's gonna be more of the same, and it's gonna be as fun as it always has been. So yeah, that's my whole issue. In regards to what I'm gonna buy, I'm keeping it small this year, because, like I said, I'm not really much of a collector anymore. Apart from the one odd toy that I do really want, But I'm mostly just going for the people, because the people are always the main reason why I like to go. The people I think are always the best thing to really look forward to regarding these conventions, because I could be on it for a while if I mentioned every single name that of people that I've known from going to conventions like Auto Assembly and now recently TFNation. But everyone else, all the people there, I'm looking forward to meeting them again and having some good drinks with them again, and especially my brother, Mr. Ian Pyatt, or LF82 as he knows himself, or one of the many other aliases he goes on Facebook. Me and him are mostly just going to be just talking particular stuff, which I can't really. I want to talk about it, but if you've seen me on Facebook blather on about it, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. But let's just say me and him are going to be doing some talking stuff together. What else? What else to look forward to regarding this year? Oh, I want to mention the guests because that's really important. Bob Budiansky, the writer of the US Marvel wave of Transformers Generation 1, is going to be there. Venus Terzo, the voice of Black Arachnia, is going to be there. Hal Rail, the voice of Shrapnel, and several other characters from Transformers Generation 1 is going to be there. And he's bringing along his wife, Maggie Roswell, who, even though she isn't a Transformers voice actress, she's been involved in The Simpsons, so that's going to be interesting. I'm not a big fan of The Simpsons, but I'm looking forward to meeting her nonetheless, because there's something that there was a movie that she did back in the 80s that I really liked, which I want to talk with her about, but that's an entirely different issue. Aside from all the other stuff that's going on at TFNation, I'm looking forward to it. I always am. People are going to be nice. Everything's going to be nice. It's always going to be nice. But before I can talk about, before we can go on any more about the whole issue of TFNation and what to look forward to, what to buy, what to look out for, and all that shit, instead I want to direct your attention to something else, because below in the syphilis bar below is the actual TFNation website, and you'll also see below the actual link underneath that there's a podcast run by Adam Nicol, who, if some of you may or may not know, he was the head owner of the Old Oil House, which is sort of a pop culture based website where people just share up information on all sorts of things. I'm a contributor there, so that's always good. But he pretty much runs a podcast on that side of the spectrum, and he has recently released a few episodes about the actual event and had some conversations with some guests, most notably Billy Edwards, one of the main proprietors who runs the establishment itself, as well as Mr. Matthew Adams, who you may or may not know. If you don't know who he is, the podcast will explain it better. But anyway, yeah, go check out the podcast. Go download it on whatever it is you got, whether you got it on your iPlayer or iPhone or whatever it is technological gadgetry that you use. Go check it out, because it's actually a really fun podcast. Adam, or Grufflock as he goes by, is a fun guy to listen to / talk to, and anything that he normally puts out there is always worth listening to. So definitely go and check that out. You will not be sorry. I've got nothing else to say regarding TFNation. I think I've kind of said everything that I've said. I've got no hopes, well, apart from what I've just mentioned, except for I know the fact that the convention itself is going to be a lot of fun. I've got no fears, apart from a few, which I don't really want to bring into this video, because that's an entirely different personal issue, which I don't want to be foisted upon. And other than that, if you're a newcomer to the convention, do the whole hopes and fears thing, because I think that's an important necessity for anyone who's a newcomer to these conventions. If you're new and this is your first time going, then it's worth doing hopes and fears, because I think it's always worth talking about what you're looking forward to and what you are not looking forward to these conventions. Plus, I think it's also nice as well if you're a fan and you want to put your input in something. It always makes it goes a long way for your opinion to matter something like this in this kind of field, and especially in this kind of interest. So yeah, we're approaching the limit now. I've we're near the 10-minute mark. So all I can say is I'm looking forward to TFNation. Anybody who's going there, I will see you there. If you aren't going, that's too bad, but that's just life. It's going to be a fun convention. It always is. And from my own perspective, I think it can only get better from there. So that's about it. That's all I gotta say. So anyone who's already going to TFNation and if they're already making plans to make the trip up there, I'll see you there, and I hope you have a good time. Take care.